What is the price of Pi Network? When will it be launched officially? These are some of the questions that every pioneer are eagerly awaiting an answer to. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications. If you don't mind, please consider giving us a thumbs up. It is critical that you educate yourself with the fundamental knowledge offered in this video regarding Pi at this time. Continue watching to the finish of the video. If you started mining Pi, don't sell it too quickly. Pile it up. Make some money for yourself. If you decide to sell, then the crypto world is not for you. Without any further delays, let's get into today's video. The founders of Pi were recently invited by The Authority magazine, a Medium publication committed to partaking or sharing of in-depth stories about the tech industries. In this interview, Dr. Kokkalis and Dr. Changpeng Fan didn't actually address what pioneers were actually waiting for, but they did mention a few vital issues, which could be what the Pi Network founders are trying to solve before we begin to transact our mined Pi Network coins. The interviewer Tyler Gallagher questioned on the topic 5 things that can be done to improve and reform the cryptocurrency industry. Many early cryptocurrencies have seen a consolidation of power and value into the hands of very few, and early adopters are greatly advantaged. In order to fulfill the promise of a fair and open peer-to-peer decentralized financial system, the cryptocurrency industry needs to see widely distributed tokens across broad networks. The extreme concentration of wealth and power goes directly against the concept of decentralization. Cryptocurrencies are not currently widely used as a medium of exchange due to many factors. Among them are price volatility and lack of utility. Creating a utilities-based ecosystem where cryptocurrency can be widely used and regularly exchanged for goods and services through apps will help solve this and bring use to crypto beyond a store of value. Computationally, complex mining protocols, like proof of work, require huge amounts of energy. Cryptocurrencies reliant on such protocols burn a tremendous amount of electricity and therefore place a great burden on the environment. The industry should look to minimize its negative environmental impact by using less energy-intensive consensus protocols. The novelty of blockchain technology and decentralized networks exposes challenges to the world with regulations still tailored for traditional businesses and to the industry overall as many projects, good and bad, explore its direction. Stricter adherence to current policies and regulations, and greater clarity on future regulations, would greatly benefit the industry. In order for the cryptocurrency industry to impact lives across the globe, it needs to be far more accessible. This includes lower barriers to entry, broader education about the industry and technology, and more accessible and user-friendly design. Looking at the responses the founders gave in the interview, we can see the founders are truly aiming at decentralization, reducing negative environmental impact from mining by using less energy consensus protocol, adhere to strict rules and regulations that will benefit the industry, and have a broader and lower entry level where everyone can understand and benefit from cryptocurrency. Looking at what the founders addressed, it seems the idea of the Pi Network was really derived from Bitcoin, but just a better version of it. The original idea of Bitcoin was to create a decentralized currency that's used like cash, and the creator wanted to see people use Bitcoin instead of cash for everyday transactions. Having no doubt that it's only going to get bigger and better from here. This is where the Pi Network or Pi Coin steps up. You see, there's a lot of things about the Pi Network that makes it suitable to become what Bitcoin wanted to be. One of the things that Bitcoin failed to be was inclusive or accessible to anybody and everybody around the world. You see, in the early days of Bitcoin, you had to have a lot of knowledge to be able to mine Bitcoin. In fact, it was pretty inaccessible to the average person, and it was also very expensive as well. Mining Bitcoin required a lot of computing power, and not everybody had that. And those with a lot of computing power started to get a bigger and bigger chunk of the network. You see, about percent of all Bitcoin are owned by 10% of the network. And these few individuals have gotten so big that they're making billions of dollars in profits each year from mounting huge mining farms. And even though Bitcoin is technically decentralized, a very small number of people do have control over the network. Now, I think that the creators of the Pi Network realize this to be a problem. And instead of forcing people to use computing power to mine coins, they're allowing people to mine just from their phones. And anybody around the world will now have the ability to mine Pi coins from the Pi Network app using a mobile device. I think this ends up creating a much more fair system compared to Bitcoin. Instead, what we have on our phones simply serves as a record for the developers here. The distributive Pi coins will be based on these records when the time comes. I think this is a pretty elegant way to bypass the need for competing power to be able to mine any cryptocurrency. And it also helps anyone increase their stake on the network by simply promoting it, thus basically creating a much fairer system compared to Bitcoin. And apart from being much more fair than Bitcoin, the Pi network does a great job at having an adequate amount of scarcity. You see, one of the problems with Bitcoin is that it's too scarce to be considered a medium of exchange or cash. There's about 1 million Bitcoins, and this makes Bitcoin much too expensive to be used like cash. The Pi Network core team have touched every issue we are facing in the crypto world and are looking to correct this in order to give us a better result. So guys, let's keep our fingers crossed, or hold on to your seats, whichever make you more comfortable. The Pi Network will take its place amongst all other top-tier crypto. So if you have stopped mining, I urge you to continue, and don't forget to do your KYC, so you don't get to lose all the Pi Network coins you have mined when Mainnet fully goes live. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, kindly do so, for I will be bringing you major updates on the Pi Network. If you haven't started mining and you would like to join the Pi Network, kindly use the link below. You can also smash on the notification bell to know whenever we post new videos. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next.